What up? What up? What up? Bankroll Tim better up. I'm running a little hot today. I just started the video and then it like beep, it cleared. So now I'm restarting it. But anyways, Bankroll Tim bedded up in here, working on the Landau, 81 Landau. That's not where it's gonna sit. Obviously, it's still up on the lift. I got it on the locks, but trying to get that rim fitted up on here. If anybody notices the video quality, my son showed me on the iPhone, which is obviously what I'm recording on. That's pretty damn clear, right? You could change it from HD to 4K, and you could change it from 30 to 60. I don't know. Obviously, damn, made a big difference. And now how it's like you move, it moves like, you know, like, I don't know, it's just killer. So this is my first time recording it like this, but yes, you can see the front. I still didn't pick up the tie rods. I keep forgetting the tie rod sleeves were in the back. I started cutting out the tubs. I actually went and bought me an air saw so I could start cutting the tubs out. Both frame rails are pretty much 100%, and the bracing and all that. I have to get the bottom of the back seat out, and then the top of the back seat out, and the lower panels, get them out, so that way I can start cutting the tubs out from this way. But yeah, look at that. What do we got here? Piece of dirt or something. But look at, hi y'all. Yeah, so of course, taking the carpet out, it has the original like glue shit in there. But you guys can see how solid and clean this car is. These cuts are obviously just rough cuts. You can see that that frame rail is still in more. So I gotta get into that, which is 2 layers, but I wanna make it as straight as possible. So that way when I start tacking it in, boom. This part out here, you know, right with the edge. So that's still gonna get cut. It's gonna be right with that seam. Some people out there that are just recently starting to do tubs, oh, that's for a full tub. Oh, this is for this. Okay, you don't know what you're talking about because you only started. This is a mini tub because you're going from that middle seam into the car. That's a mini tub. A full tub would be going all the way to the quarter. Boom. So these tub kits that we buy are for either or. This car being a box Chevy, and how the wheel opening is, G-bodies, you use a 36-inch steel tub. Box Chevys, you use a 38-inch steel tub. And then, you know, your cut here will be however you end up making it, boom. Yes, you guys have to watch out for the wires because the wires are up in there. You could possibly cut the wires, you know. Most of these cars go to the stereo shop and shit like that, but it happens, you know, and I'm being a smart ass right now, obviously. It happens, especially with G-bodies, because when you're cutting with the cutoff wheel and shit like that, and how the wires are up in there, and sometimes you just forget, and then you end up cutting through the wires. So to put the wires back together, it's not that fucking hard. It's not that big of a deal to put wires back together. Oh, my taillights didn't work. Oh, this and that. Oh, he cut my wires. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Shit happens. If I'd have realized, and if your car would have ran and drove the way it was supposed to, and I'd have been able to 100% test drive it, and I'd have noticed that. But when you're coming in and you're paying, which doesn't happen anymore, but when you're showing up and you're bringing $200 here, $100 here, $300 here, a month goes by, and oh, you show up with $500. Oh, you showed up with $500 now. It took you that long to pay me to do the job. That's another reason why all my stuff is 75% down. It doesn't matter if you have all the parts or not. 75% down of the job or 75% down of the labor. So that way I can get anything and everything I need as I'm doing the job. I see these other comments about, oh, I can't believe that car's still here, which they're talking about this one. I'm one person in a shop doing full custom work. Full custom work. And of course, that side. Boom. Now, like I said, this car, the frame notch, it being a 9-inch slip, the body mount that's right there, that area's going bye-bye. The body mount's already gone. I'm gonna figure out how to put a mount right there, whether it's just a high energy mount, whatever, but I'm gonna figure out something to support that area. Once the tub goes back in, it's pretty strong. And obviously there's the one right there, and there's the one at the tail. The car's not rotted, the car's not a rot box, so there's plenty of structure still there. But I'll figure out something to put it back together, because I am a custom fabricator. So before people start running their mouths about that, but then again, people can run their mouths, because when they're talking about me, more people, more subscribers, more people, more followers, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, of course the shop is a mess. It's always a mess. My kids found this the other day at one of those drop boxes. I put a drill battery. It's not in there now, but we cut the ends, put the little tabs on there, put a drill battery in there, 20-volt DeWalt battery. It's got the, you know, reverse and then two gears. My little baby Jello Joe be in this thing, flying around the parking lot and drifting. It's hilarious. I love it. That's my joy. All right, so the Bonneville, probably showed it in the other video. Front frame's all cleaned out, ready for me to notch it. Kind of under the gun, whatever the hell you want to call it. Trying to get this one done and out the door. Trying to get that one done and out the door. And of course, this one. Some of the parts showed up the other day. We're still waiting on brakes, but it's got UMI lower control arms, which this is what the owner bought, which I don't like them, but this is what they bought, so this is what's going in it. It's only a single adjustable. It's got bushings. The coilovers are all bolt-in coilover. Got all those brackets. Boom. I figured out the axle length. I'm gonna go. The car originally on the Dunk is a 32-inch long axle. I'm gonna order some, which I haven't ordered yet because I forgot, but I'm gonna order some at 29 inches. So what is that? 3 inches shorter on both sides will accommodate that. 26 7-inch slip. It's a by 9, so it's 10 overall, and it should sit exactly where I want it. I'll go ahead and put the 3-inch studs on it, because then if I have to space it out a little bit, but we're good with the wheel being in more because of the skirts. So that's for the 73. So that ass end to be set up, and I still got to get the gear deposit and bearing kit. So I meant to order that the other day and I didn't do it. Whatever. All right, so the back of this, as you see, I put a little bit of paint, just a little bit of paint on it. Changed upper control arms, got the double adjustables in there. They're in there, they're not set. I noticed that the seals on here are fucked up. I'm not narrowing it. Somebody else already narrowed it, as you can see. So that's not done. So this is what they did here. This is a stock B-body, 7.5 rear end. It was a stock width rear end, so it was probably the original rear end for this car. Or they took it out of something else, put it in here. But they narrowed it, and then they just dropped down to a G-body axle. So G-body axle, 28.5. This would have been like 30.5. So you get about 2 inches of narrow by doing that. But they narrowed it, you know, bam. But it looks like they reused the seal and the bearing, and it's got a rip in it. So I'll check the bearings, clean them up, and I'll put new seals on the outside. This right here, I don't understand. There was a bracket here, and there was a bracket here, and the way they had the cups on the top, it's like somebody redid it to put a coil spring back on this rear end. But the only time I ever seen double welds like this was when people don't know what they're doing, and they put a bracket here, and then they put the gold brackets on the coilover the wrong way. But that would mean that this rear end came out of another car. So maybe this rear end was already done, and it was already narrowed. They took it out of another car, put it in this car, and then they changed it back to a coil spring by putting the round cup on the top to put the spring back in there. It was all boogered up nasty. You can see how far it was dug in here, this and that. So I'll put some weld on here, clean it up. This car is getting the bracket on here. I got to cut the top for the cross brace. I got the cross brace right there, right there. Another one behind here somewhere. I got a couple cross braces around here, so I'll be able to get that. I cleaned up the wheel wells because, I mean, that's not my notch. This is what I said. This is like a step notch, a square notch. This is old school shit. You know, big nasty ass booger welds. And like I say, you leave a nice fat gap and you fill that gap, then you can clean this up. I'm filling these holes in now. This frame is obviously not that thin. He ain't got nothing to worry about. And then see how they did. You know, the bushing is gone, but that's how they did it when it was done. So I don't know what he paid for it to get done when it got done before, this and that. But Bonneville, 77 Pontiac Bonneville, 28-inch billets. Got the coilovers right here. These are 10s. And when I say 10s, that's the length of them. And Michael, they just went to the gas station on the golf cart. They'll be back. So my kid took the carburetor off, about to take the intake off because we got that sniper intake to put on there. He started doing it and then he stopped. So it's got gaskets and everything with the intake. That one's been on there ever since the motor was built, which is an air gap, which is fine. But the other one basically is just as tall as that with the spacer on it. So this car really isn't going to see a hood. So I'm going to put that intake on there. Boom. The car could be running if the kid would be here more and work on it more. But yeah, as for the Landau, I'm going to get this back seat out. You guys can see, obviously you've seen it before, but the interior is kind of shit. I've had the windows up ever since it's been in here. I mean, it's still probably got, let's see. Nah, my hands were already dirty. But anyways, bam, bam. I'm gonna wax the top again. I got that leather conditioner. Yeah, I'll clean that right up with the leather conditioner. See, I didn't have to show that. The quarters, no wrinkles, just some basic stuff over the years, light little dings, you know. Car's 81. But yeah, so finishing up these tubs, and then I gotta fab the rear end, but this is my main focus. And of course this, try to get both of these out of here at the same time. And then put the dunk on this lift because it's just the rear end stuff. But we have everything for the MC, which the MC, I know I've showed it before, it got a little dirty, obviously. The other day, they're doing construction back here, building houses and shit. And the other day, it was like a damn dirt storm over here. Everything got covered. This was actually sitting inside at that time. But I was trying to show quarter panel stuff. Now, there's a couple little ripples in it. But everybody saying quarters are getting wrinkled and all this and that, and people this and that. But main thing with that stuff is tow truck drivers tightening the cars down too goddamn tight. I know I went over that already. Slowly but surely getting everything together, going, this, that. Let's see. Let's go over here and look at some things real fast. See if they got anything going on. Last time y'all seen this place, damn, Mike, can you kill that music? what is it, the TV? You got a little bit of music going. I'm gonna have to kill that real fast so I can walk in there, show you guys what's going on in there with the dunk frame, or with the box Chevy frame. Yep. Finally got the racks up on the wall to hold all the steel. Boom. See how that is? See how the weight is all pressed down into the corner, not a flat rack to where all the weight would be out here. That's my brother's design. MSC Race Cars Mike. He set that up. Got the Malibu right there. But you can see how the shelves got built in the back. But yeah, look at this. Look at this Landau frame, box Chevy. Getting all fabricated up. You know, people are like, oh my God, look how thin the notch is, like I did over there. But look, see the bracing, how he's got it? Braced. And then he comes down to the back. Like, fully braced. Totally braced. If anybody's got something negative to say about this work, you know, this is MSC Race Cars. And this is getting done over here at Kill 'Em All. Let's see if I can turn his welder off real fast, because it's a little loud. Oh, it didn't turn on. You guys see the notch right here that he did it with 3/16, rolled the whole plate, everything fully in there. The front stub, how the front stub is, the whole center's cut out, everything's braced, the frame arms are still there. The motor will mount directly to there, obviously LS. I'm pretty sure it mounts straight to there. This side, he was just working on. He's almost finished with it. He's got a little bit of filling to go. It's a little warm. Got the coiled over mount set up right there. Boom. So that way, you know, it's a coiled over. This ring is bought with the kit, but welded all in professionally. But yeah, they threw up all these racks. One there. All over there, they got all the parts on there. Everything's slowly but surely getting all organized. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for today. Little Mazda RX-7 with a rotary in it for you guys. Right there, boom. The Malibu in here getting all dirty again. We had it wetted up.
So, wait the chairs now, take them upstairs. Now you're here.
Oh yeah. All right, y'all. I just wanted to show you that. You can see that the 86 Landau is off the frame, and the frame's been getting built. The whole underbody of the car's blasted and sealed and all that. But yeah, a lot of shit going on over here. A lot of big work, real work. None of that backwoods, back fucking alley shit. And then motherfuckers don't want to give credit where credit's due. But all right, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm still up in here fitting these 28s. Bankroll Tim, bet it up. I probably bored you, but another vid. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.